Hey everybody, so I was fiddling around earlier and I had a cool idea for making a digital paper and I thought I would share it with you. So you can use this technique and make a digital paper or pattern or whatever you like. So to start off with, I have this kind of a bright saturated blue and I'm just going to go on the left and get my paint bucket tool and fill in this kind of a bright blue for my background. And now I'm going to make a new layer and I'm going to get um, I'm going to use my Impressionist pattern stamp brushes. I'm going to get my pattern stamp tool and I'm going to get I think it's Artistic Autumn number 4, which if you go like this, it's a really cool, makes a really cool line and I like how contained it is, but the colors come out really beautifully. So I actually just kind of made this color palette, and if you're an All Access member, just go to your blog and social media page and you can download this very same color palette. It's something new, and I'm just going to go through here and make some stripes on my background. Oops, don't want to connect those. Sometimes I hold my shift key down, but then when I go over here, it'll kind of try to connect. So I have to like tap outside of this thing so you don't get that line thing happening. And let's create one there. Okay, I'm not going to worry that it's perfect. And I like that with the Impressionist brushes, you see every line isn't the same. It's always different colors. And you can do it again and it's still going to come out different. So it's so cool. It's not perfect and it's not so clinical as sometimes you see with like Illustrator or something. That's why I love Photoshop. So I've got that down. Now I'm going to make a new layer and I'm going to go ahead and color this with like one of my 24 karat golds, which I always have three. I have some defaults over here just to lay down, and then I can open up my collection and flip through them until I find a perfect gold. But I'm going to use gold 1C. And don't forget, if you're an All Access member, you can download my styles and see how I keep all of my million of styles organized. And then I'm going to go to my regular paintbrush tool right here with the same, it doesn't matter what color that you put. And I'm going to use one of my under the sea brushes. And I'm going to go ahead and use C number 14. And I think that's really cool. And I'm just going to, let's see, that's a little bit big. Maybe I'm going to shrink this down. And I'm going to just draw this up through in between those strokes. So let's just do that. And I won't worry if it's perfect, but I like things that are not perfect, and everything just measured so perfectly is so boring. So I think that looks really cool. And what did I do? Oh yeah, I put it over the things. So then I have that and I'm happy with how that looks. And if you want, you can play with like which gold you use. Maybe I'm going to use gold 1A. That looks cool. A little bit rougher. And then I'm going to make a new layer. We're going to use an Impressionist brush again with my pattern stamp tool and using the same color palette. And then we're just going to go up to brush number 3. And I forget exactly. Okay, so I'm going to paint like not all the way. How did I do it over here? Oh yeah, maybe I did a little bit of a zigzag. Oh yeah, I didn't do it perfectly. So I was trying to think and just kind of like paint where not so perfect, not in always the same thing, but covering up, just kind of playing around here. So I sometimes I love everything like when I first do it, it's like comes out perfect the first time, and then I try to replicate it, and I try to make it too perfect, and it's better like when I'm just playing around. But as you can see, I just kind of made another layer and just lightly painted this over the top, sometimes over the gold part, sometimes over this part. So you see the gold getting covered up sometimes, you see the other ones getting covered up sometimes. And this is like a really cool background. So you could sell, you can make this and sell this as a digital paper. You can use this with any of my color, 200 million color palettes. You could turn this into a card, whatever. And also, like, you could take these, rather than having these in gold, You can play around with my creative couture fashion styles and let's see here, let's mess with them. Creative couture color styles and put it in like a glitter. Let's let my computer catch up here. Ah, yeah, there we go. And you could have this in blue or put it in pink. So there's so many different things you can do. But personally, I love the warmth of the gold against a cool blue. So it has that principle of contrast there. So anyway, I think it's a really cool pattern, digital paper, whatever background. And it looks cool, and it's just using one color palette and my artistic autumn brushes and my undersea brushes. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial.